Okay, so in last class we cover Linux permission, the basic thing, right? The permission on basic permission, which you can say in terms of user, group, and others, right? So in this class
Mhm.
we go for the a special permission. So people call it sticky per bit, right? So SUID, SGID, and sticky bit. So SUID means you can say user, right? SGID means group, and sticky bit is for others, right? So we'll
Okay.
go with this. So before going this, right? You can memorize the last class what we gone for the user permission, just like we gone for user permission, the normally user, group, and others, right? With the we also use chmod commands. All these things we covered, all right? So we'll go forward for this, right? So it's called special permission. Linux special permission refer to a file and directory permission that go beyond the standard read, write, and execute permission for the owner, group, and others. Is special.
Sorry, where is the other person that joined? Is he your son or relative?
Sorry.
The other guy that joined.
Yeah, it's a very night here, right? So
Oh,
he's
okay.
not able to join us around.
Join.
Yeah, so,
Okay.
we'll share with him recording and all.
Okay.
Okay. So special permission are used to control how files and directory can be accessed and manipulated by the user and processes. There are three special permission in Linux. You can first one is SUID, second one is SJID, and third one is skip it. Right. So when you use special permission, right? So the special permission make four access label in addition to user group and other permissions, allow for additional privilege over the standard permission set as the name suggests. So there are special permission option for each access label discussed previously. Let's take a look, right? So, okay. So user plus S means special permission, SUID, right? If you are talking about the SUID, means you can understand user plus S. S means special permission, right? So commonly noted as SUID, right? The special
Mm-hmm.
permission for the user access label has a single function. A file with SUID always execute as the user who on the file, regardless of the user passing the command. If file owner doesn't have execute permission, they can use an uppercase here, right? So, so how, just like, let's suppose you do ls-l on usr bin pass wd command, right? So when you will do this, see in here, right? Here, S is there, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if SUID is implemented, you will see S option in place of X, right? So in last class, what we what we did study for RWX, right? Means read, write, and execute, right? So if
Mm-hmm.
special permission is applied for any file, you will see S symbol there, right? In place
Okay.
of X. So S symbol for a normal, and capital S for use that permission who don't have execute permissions. All right. So we'll do the practice, then you will understand. So let's go on a terminal and just understand this one, right? So here, if you do ls space hyphen l, right, usr bin pass wd. See here, we have this S symbol, right? It is means special permission is implemented on pass wd. Means if anyone will access this, right? If
Mm-hmm.
anyone will try to run this command, that command will be run with a simple means that user honor, right? Just like,
Mm-hmm.
for example, if I run pass wd and ampersand, right? So see, that's basically pass wd command is running in the background. So if we'll just search ps hyphen here grep pass wd, see, one pass wd command is running in the backend with which user? Root user. All right. So let's log out from root and see there are, okay, that command are also stopped because we just killed the terminal. So now see, I have logged in with nscloud user, right? So let's do the same thing here, pass wd and ampersand. Okay, so great. Now run ps. You know the ps command? PS command is used to see the process. If you'll use ps command, you will find all the process running in the system. So we
Okay.
simply run this command pass wd and then put ampersand, means that command went in the background, right? It is running, but
Mm-hmm.
it is running in the background. So we want to see who is running this command. Logically, who run it? NS Cloud, right? So let's see.
Yeah.
And ps hyphen ef and then grab that command p8oswd and see who is running that command. See who is running by root,
Mm.
right? We run this command from NS Cloud,
nscloud.
but it is still running with root. So this is the meaning of this syntax, right? If you will
Mm.
apply SUID on any file, right, that file always execute with their honor, right? Commonly, see, a file with SUID always execute as the user who on the file, right? This,
Okay.
right? So let's suppose you want to allow or give some permission, and you wanted to write all user, whenever anyone will execute that command, that command should be executed by the root user or some particular owner, then you can use SUID. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, S where X would usually indicate the execute permission for the user. So if you will use here, you will see simply small s. But if execute permission not be available on that file, you will not see small s here. You will see capital S, right? Just like, uh, let me do one thing, log in with root. Okay. So we have so many files here. So let's suppose this for.sh file is here, right? So what permission we have currently? We have RWX, RX, and RX. That is the default permissions. So let's give permission here. chmod 17664, right? And then for. Now run ls-l command for .sh. See, we have T here. T means sticky bit, right? So let's give 4. So when you will give 4, 4 is indicated to users. So see, now we have which permission? Capital S. Why? Because we don't have execute permission on this file, right? We don't have
Mm-hmm.
execute permission on this file. So let's add the execute permission on this file and see the difference. So chmod plus x and do ls-l. Now, see, once we added execute permission on this file, right, this special permission turn into small s, right? Here, it has a capital S, but when we give execute permission on the file, it is came on small s. Understand?
Yes.
All right. Okay. So next, the group permission. So what is the group permission? So you can understand group permission plus special permissions, right? So commonly
Mm-hmm.
with SGID. The special permission has a couple of functions, right? If set on a file, it allow file to be executed as a group that on the file, similar to SUID, right? And if it is set on the directory, any file created in the directory will have their group ownership set to the that directory owner. Means, right? Here, let's suppose we have one file and one folder here. So when you run ls-l, see, if you run ls-l here, so you are able to see two files, right? So let's see
Mm-hmm.
this parameter. This permission set is noted by the lower s, where x would normally indicate execute permission for the group. It is also especially useful for the directory that are often used for in a collaborative effort between members of group. Any member of the group can access any new file. This apply to the execute of file as well as GID. So let's go on the terminal and understand this, right? So see, if we run ls-l here, so we have, let's suppose, okay, so this is a folder. One folder we have. So let's see anything is there inside this folder or not. ls and cloud. Okay. So, okay, fine. Inside this folder, okay, see, inside this folder, we have one file and one folder, right? So if you will give SGID on a file, what will happen, right? If you will give SGID in a file, that file execute with that group permissions, right? Whatever is the honor on that permission, that will be executed. But if you will give SGID on a folder, what it will do? It will give a very special permission inside this my files. See, inside this my files, we have one folder file called B. So remember when we learn about last class about the permission or files. So when we create any file, who will be the owner of that file? The user who create that file, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And who will be the group of that file? The same
The
user,
user.
same group.
Yeah.
Yeah, so here is the difference, right? So let's see. Right now I'm logged in with root user. So let's do one thing. Let's create one file here. Touch slash nscloud my files. Inside this folder, we create one file called C. And let's see what is the difference. See, we created one file here, right? C. So what difference is user? Who is the user owner? User owner is root,
Mm-hmm.
but who is the group owner? Group owner is
Mm-hmm.
nscloud.
And it's not.
Because special permission is given on this folder, right? If you will do ls-ld, see, s is implemented here, right? Means SGID is implemented on these folders. So this is the benefit of SGID. If you want, just like where people use SGID, let's suppose you have a group, right? You have a group of people in your company, just like HR group, IT group, admin group, right? So in HR group, so many people are there, not only single person, right? So many people are there. So let's suppose they have 10 people. So if 10 people will log in on the server with their own user, and they will share a common file, right? They will share a common folder to put their data, right? So
Yeah.
that each 10 members can access that file. So let's suppose if anyone is created any file under that shared data or that directory, what do you think? Other person can access that file? No, by default, no, because when that user will create any file, the by default user owner and group owner will be created by that particular user only, right?
Yes.
So if that user owner and group owner is different, no one else can log in on see their files, right? They cannot
Yeah.
they cannot modify, they cannot do anything, right? So in that
Mm-hmm.
case, what you will do, you will use a special permission SGID, and you simply create a folder like here mkdir data, right? You created a folder like, let's suppose you created a folder in a common location. Let's delete it. Okay, so what is the common location? Like OPT, right? Like where OPT, all right? All this is the common locations. So let's suppose here we created one folder with the name of data, or either you just created one data folder here. Okay, so it is not there. So let's create one data folder. So now see, we have created one data folder ls-ld slash data, right? So by default, who is the owner of this data folder? Root and root, right? No other people have access on this. Only who can write rwx and rx and rx. So for what I will do, I will just change the ownership first. Ch on root colon nscloud, right, slash data. So I just change. So see ls-ld now. So the group owner is changed now, right? And after that, I will give permission ch mode 2775. So why 2775? 2 is SGID, means it's for sticky, SGID, special permission for group. And 7 means who can write file inside this data folder? User owner, right? And another 7 is who can write data inside this nscloud. And next one is 5 means only user or group can write anything inside this. If any other person will come inside this data folder, they will not able to even what? They will not able to write data or delete data, right? So I given the 277. Now let's log in on the server with any other, just like user. Let's suppose su-ns cloud. I logged in, and let's go inside the data folder slash data ls l. Nothing is there. So let's try to create any file and see I'm able to create with a file with nscloud or not. So nscloud.txt. See, I able to create it, right? So who is the owner of this file? nscloud. And who is the group of this file? nscloud, right? So in this case, it is okay because we are writing from nscloud. So let's do one thing. Let's create one. So we have, okay, Harry, right? So we have Harry user. So let's add this Harry into the, well, let me check first it is there or not. Yeah, Harry is there. So okay, so let's see. Now I have logged in with Harry user, and I'm just going to create files inside this. So touch harry.txt. See what it is saying? It is saying no, you cannot write. Why Harry cannot write? Because inside this data folder, who is the owner? Root. So is that
Root.
user on ownership is matching with Harry? No. Right? Who is the group? NS Cloud. So group ownership is matching with Harry? No, right? This Harry is not a member of
The
whom?
group.
NS Cloud. So if you
Mhm.
want to allow Harry to write data inside this, you have to add Harry user in the NS Cloud group, right? So for that,
Mhm.
let's suppose Harry is a second member of HR, right? So you have to add him, right? So how you can add it? User mode space hyphen A capital G and then NS Cloud Harry, right? So now see this Harry is added into NS Cloud group. Now log in with Harry and check the same thing. See now Harry able to create the file, right? So let's see
Yeah.
ls-l inside the data and see what is the permission. See user owner is Harry, but group owner is same, right?
Mhm.
So this is the benefit. You can simply, all right, use SGID, right? So when
Okay.
you to us, just like give you special permission for the group, you can use 2775 or two whatever permission you want to give, right? So now other one is sticky. The third one is third special permission is sticky bit, right? The last permission, the last special permission has been dubbed in a sticky bit. The permission does not have effect individual file. How, however, at the directory level, it restrict the file deletion. Only owner and root of the file can remove that file within the directory. A common example of TMP. So understand when we use sticky bit. So when you will use sticky bit means only who can delete the file? Only root can delete the file or the user owner can delete the file, right? So let's the perfect example is it will see ls-ld inside TMP. So what TMP folder is? TMP is a temporary folder, right? Temporary folder inside the Linux system. If anyone want to create or any system file or any temporary file, that temporary file can be created inside this TMP folder by default, right? Any system executable file will also create. But if any user will create any file inside this TMP folder, what will happen? What will happen? Only that particular user will able to delete that file or root can delete the file. Except that no one else can delete the file, right? Just like if we go in the, let's suppose in a data only, ls-ld/data. So currently we have user owner and sorry, we have a group special permission, right? SGID implemented on this data folder. So let's implement our sticky bit too. So how we can implement sticky bit on this? To implement sticky bit, we have to use chmod. So the value of sticky bit is 1, right? And we already have a 2, so it will be 3, right? And 775/data folder. And now run. See, we have S is also there, T is also there. So now let's log in with a Harry user and create a file harry1.txt, right? So now we have created one file with Harry. So let's log in with nscloud and see inside the data folder. So we have three files, ls-l data. So we have three files. One was this and second one this and third one this. So let's do one thing. Let's try to delete this Harry one file.txt. Right. So rm. See what it is saying? Operation not permitted. So according to the permission, currently, let's suppose in harry.txt, you can simply say Nirmal, what you are talking about. How, right, nscloud can delete, because nscloud is a group of this file, but he only have read write, right? See,
Yeah.
write, read and write file, right? He cannot,
Mm-hmm.
but so simply if nscloud have a read write file, still he should delete that file because he have a write access, right? So
Mm-hmm.
let's come out and give full permission on this file. So let's log in with Harry and chmod. All right, give 777 permission, 777 space slash data and Harry 1.txt. And let's see what will happen. That NS cloud will able to delete. Now we have a full permission. So NS cloud ls-l slash data. So see, this Harry have a full permission, right? Means RWX means according to the permission, anyone can delete this file, right? So let's try to
Mm-hmm.
delete this file and see we are able to delete or not. What is happening? See, still NS Cloud not able to delete this file. Why? What do you think? Why he's not able to delete? Still, see, full permission is there, right? Full permission
Yes.
there means anyone can do anything. Even any Tom, Dick, Harry can come and they can delete the file. But it's not possible. Why? Because we have implemented, right, sticky bit on parent folder ls-ld. See, T is implemented here, right? Means stick
Mm-hmm.
is implemented on the data folder. So only root or the user owner can delete that file. Understand?
But is the user owner is it not okay, it's Harry,
Right.
not
User
NS
owner is
Cloud.
the
Okay.
Harry, right?
Okay.
So only Harry can delete the file.
Or root.
Okay. Not even the group owner.
Yeah.
Okay. So the permission set is noted by T where X would normally indicate the execute permissions. So here also, right, when you use just like execute permission, it will show you small t, and if execute permission is not there, it will show you the capital T, right? So special permission denoted with SUID S or capital S, SGID S or capital S, sticky bit T or capital T, right? So this is how you can identify, right, any special permission is implemented on a this file or folder or not. So how you can check? You can simply use ls command, right? Ls command you can use to check the sticky special permission on any file or folder. Okay. So setting standard permission. So now this is the example. So we have a two method to set this permission. First is symbolic method and second one is, right, numeric, right? So we have already gone through this special permission in a past. So this one is a standard permission which we covered in the last classes, right? Chmod, who, what, which, and then file and directory. All right. Okay. So like chmod, if you want to give any permission on user group plus RWX means whatever permission you want to give, you can use this one. So this is the standard permission which we covered in the last classes. And numeric method, you can simply use chmod and plus save numeric value and then file or directory. Okay. So start with 0 if the read permission should be set add 4. If you want to give a write permission, you have to use 2. And if you want to give execute permission, you have to give 1. Okay. Okay. So See, the user permission are RW and 4 plus 2 is equal to 6, right? So it's basically explaining this, right? RW and then RX. So RX means 4 plus 1 is equal to 5 and 3 dot means 0, right? Nothing is there, right? CH mode 650. It's a numeric value. How you want to give the permission on numeric. Okay, so now setting the special permission. So how you can set the special permission? Through symbolic method or numeric method. Let's assume that we want to set SGID on a directory /opt/my content, right? So to do this symbolic method, you have to use chmod g plus s, right? So s is a symbol of what? Special permission, right? So you
Yeah.
have defined which permission you are going to add on this, right? It will not impact the existing permission. Existing permission will be there, and you just have to implement, all right, permission on the folder. Just like here, if we go on the root ls-ld slash, let's suppose data folder we have, right? And if you want to implement SGID, so it is already SGID is there. So let's do the same, my content, mkdir opt my data. Let's suppose we created one file. And now ls-ld where opt my data folder is there. So see, we don't have any kind of permission here. It's a only simple permission that, all right. And if you want to implement, all right, SGID on this, so what you will do, you will use chmod G for group, right? Plus S is a symbol of what? SGID.
Sure.
We are going to implement SGID for this particular folder. So you can use my data, simple like this. See, now SGID is implemented. Okay. So this is the way. And if you want to do the same thing with numeric method, you have to use chmod 2, and then what is the current permission? It's a 7, right? So 7 and what is 5, then rx 5. So this permission is there. So you have to use this if you want to use numeric method to set special permission for SGID like this. Okay.
Okay.
So this fourth one, in last class, we only read about these 3 digits, right? But this fourth one is the special permissions. This one.
Which one, the 2?
Yeah, this 2 is the special permission.
Okay.
Total value of special permission is also 7, right? Like for SUID 4, SGID 2, and sticky bit is 1. Okay.
Okay.
So okay, so here start with 0, SUID 4, SGID 2, and sticky bit is 1. All right. So chmod 2 0 on the required folder. So you can simply give that permission according to your requirement. Okay. So this is what is the special permissions on SUID, SGID, and sticky bit. Clear? So
Yeah.
confusion, any question on this, right? Special permission?
Not really.
Okay. So great. So you have to do the practice for this and make sure you create your own scenario and do the practice. Okay.
Yes.